Erik, how's the first day in pads?
It's great. You gotta love it. Competing, getting back to 9-on-7 really let us focus on the run game. We showed some good stuff. I watched the tape already, so I'm excited.
Erik, when you think about what I guess you would want people to think about you, what would some of the things you would want people to say about the way you play and the way you carry yourself at the plate?
I'm really simple. I want people, when they look at me, I want people to think that I think football is fun. That I still love the game. That when I go out on the field, I'm giving everything that I got, every rep, every individual, and they can see the joy that I get from being on the field.
If I can ask you one non-football question.
Yeah.
You put up a tweet about your dog.
Yeah.
Were you surprised at the outpouring you got from like the Saints fans that someone wanted to show up in your neighborhood to help you search?
It was all love. So all I can say is, we have the best fans in the country, in the NFL. I said in the country, in the NFL. And I appreciate all the love and all the help that I received that night.
Erik, if Trevor were to start at left tackle, you kind of a guy who can fly under the radar. You have 4 first-round picks on the line with you. Is that kind of fitting your personality to kind of?
I didn't even recognize that, but yeah. I guess I am the sucky one out of the group. But no, I'm sorry, I don't even know your question anymore. You got me thinking. Yeah, fly under the radar. Yes, that's me 100%. Yeah. 4 first-round guys, they're all dogs. I got love for all of them, and I'll be the underdog. I'll be the under the radar guy. It's fine.
I saw a stat where last year you missed 1% of your pass blocks. Were you aware of that? Were you that you were 99 out of 100? I mean, of course, there's more than 100, but you were 99% in that area. Is that? You think that's? I mean, how much pride do you take in?
A ton of pride. I didn't know about that stat, but of course, take a ton of pride in my pass blocking. It's in the past. It's a pass blocking league. It's a passing league, so you got to be really good at it. So just to have that efficiency, whenever I do have to protect, it's a serious thing.
So I mean, you take a lot of pride in making sure that your guy's not getting anywhere near the quarterback.
A ton of pride.
Erik, everyone wants to talk about the Tennessee, Ohio State pipelines, but Texas A&M seems like it's coming up in the rear there with you, Justin, you, DA.
Yeah. Shoot, we've had a ton of Aggies since I've been here, especially in the coaching staff. We have DA, we had Dan Campbell, we had Aaron Glenn at one point. We got Hodges. We have any other players from A&M here?
Justin.
Oh yeah, JF. Yeah. That's another one. So, hopefully we can get some more players in the mix instead of just coaches. We're just good culture people.
So, Erik, how would you compare all the O-line coaches to Doug Marrone?
I will say that Doug is extremely, extremely detailed. That's one thing that I've learned just from being with him the last couple days, weeks. I don't know how long what practice is, but he's extremely detailed compared to other people.
Bobby stole my question.
Oh. Sorry.
What do you think of Doug's communication style? And he's got a lot of experience running the show, and he's he's got that New York swagger.
Yeah, he does. He does for sure. But it's effective. It gets the job done. He doesn't beat around the bush. Like, he tells you what he wants and how he wants it done, and you have to go execute it.
Erik, have you seen a difference in Cesar Ruiz from last year to this year? The fact that he had the whole offseason out of work. What have you seen in him so far?
Yeah, I would just say from the day that Cesar has gotten here, he has continually grown as a player and as a person. He's definitely a lot more mature coming into this year. And you see that. You see that in the way that he plays, in the way that he prepares, in the way that he just walks around the building.
Do you feel like he has another level from where he was last year?
Yeah. And I think all of us do. Hopefully getting everybody back healthy this year will play a big role in just each one of our development as well. Because, last year we had a lot of injuries. I missed my first 6 games. Ram missed some. Teron missed some. So I think just getting everybody back will help that development as well, even though Teron's not here anymore.
Kind of bridging off that, obviously Matt Ray is new in the building. Has there been any kind of differences in how you've been preparing this year that you noticed?
Yeah, I would say a lot more volume than what we've done in the past. And when I say volume, I mean more reps. And there's a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Tracking of our data and how we're moving throughout the different lifts that we do, like the speed of the bar and things like that.
Eric, last year you guys had the most games missed by an offensive line in the NFL. Were you aware of that? And how hard is that from a continuity standpoint when the guys that you were counting on for much of the year are not there?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I really don't have a good answer to that, just because I know, like, we were on the next man up mentality, but not having just the same continuity between tackle and guard and tackle. I say tackle, guard and center. It's hard. It's hard. You know, everybody does things differently. Everybody communicates differently. We just have to adjust on the fly. So I'm really, I say this a lot, but I'm looking forward to this year and having everybody healthy, hopefully.
Eric, you see Ron not being around.
Big T Stead. That's my guy. It's different for sure, but I think that we've all taken on kind of a leadership role and a leadership aspect in the room between the older guys and the guys who've been in the system for a couple of years. I'm going to miss him, but it's whatever. I'm excited for him. I'm happy for him.
Is that leadership more by committee now that he's gone? Or
Yeah. I would say it's by committee for sure. I mean, you have, 4 guys in the room that have been in the system for 3-4 years. And we're just all kind of taking more responsibility, leading up the young guys, stuff like that.
Do you think that sometimes not having the same guys there, do you think that hurt the running game last year not to have that?
No. I think it definitely had an effect. That plus the fact that Alvin missed games, Mark missed games. I mean, just honestly, the health of the team last year, I would say it affected the running game a little bit, but we can't use it as an excuse. All I can say is that I'm excited for this year.
Eric, are you 100% just center, taking center reps? No. Remember how they want you to do center guard, center, and all that? Are you just totally focused on center right now?
As far as I know, yes, but that can always change. Honestly, I just kind of do what I'm told, go where I'm told. I try to be easy.
Eric, was there an over-under among your fellow offensive linemen on how quickly Trevor Penning would get into a dust-up?
There wasn't, but I might go have one now. Might have to start that one.
Do you guys, obviously he came in with a reputation.
Mm-hmm.
How do you view that? As a fellow lineman, you like that mentality?
Yeah. It brings a certain level of intensity. Because I'll always say, I play offensive line, but I'm really not a fighter. I'm a lover through and through. So it's nice having someone that comes in, they have that dog mentality, aggressive mentality. I got a dog mentality too. I'm not saying that. But it's just angry as soon as they step on the field. I have to make myself angry. So I think it's a good thing having that, because it kind of boosts the meanness of the whole group as well.
How do you go about making yourself angry?
No. That's way too much. I don't know. I'm really not an angry guy. I can't give y'all everything.
Eric, Ryan Jensen goes down with the Bucks, and you hear so much chatter.
Yeah.
Not only losing the talent, but his communication skills, being able to pick up. For people who don't kind of grasp that center position, so much mental part goes into it, especially when you have a guy that's not going to move around too much. So kind of a little bit of thought on that from your standpoint of that center spot, making all those calls, all those alignment adjustments, and now you see so much inside blitzes that you have to pick up.
Yeah, well, first off, shout out Ryan Jensen. Hope he gets healthy soon. Hope he gets well soon. He plays for a division rival, but it's always love between the centers. But yeah, center's a tough position mentally. You're kind of the quarterback of the offensive line, the cliche saying everybody likes to use, but it's true. We kind of run things up front, and basically everybody else's confidence on that offensive line runs off of me. So if they're confident in me, then we're confident as a whole group. And I take pride in that.
To that point too, at this time last year, you were kind of going back and forth between Taysom Hill and Jameis Winston throughout the season, 4 different quarterbacks. Is it a little bit of a relief at this point to know it's Jameis's team and you get to develop that communication with him, knowing that that's what you're going into for the season?
Yeah, that communication and just chemistry. Jameis is my guy. So I think it's a good thing that we kind of have it nailed down, he's going to be the guy for the entire year, and we can get in a rhythm together. we can know what the other person is thinking before it's actually done. I think that's something that can only be beneficial to us as a unit.
So does Trevor have the chance to be the C.J. Gardner-Johnson of the offensive line?
Trevor's not a talker, so I mean I'm not gonna say yes, but it's the physical nature of how he plays can lead to such and such and such.
Right. So if there was a screen on his side of the field and C.J. Gardner-Johnson was coming up, what do you think's gonna happen?
Oh, I mean Trevor is 6'7", 350. He's a physical freak. No, talk to Chauncey, whatever. But it's gonna be a train wreck. That's a big boy. Listen, I wouldn't want to be in the way.
How valuable is it now also having Andy Dalton on the team as a quarterback that's got 160 plus career starts in the NFL? Does that benefit you guys in terms of other conversation as well? Yeah.
I think anytime that you can have an older quarterback in the room that has that much starting experience, it can only be helpful. Just because he can teach Jameis things. Jameis can teach him things. They can just kind of, fly back and forth off of each other and bounce ideas off. So I think it can only be helpful.
So it's like a discussion among peers, even though one's technically taking more snaps than the other, it seems.
Of course.
Like,
Yeah. I would say even between me and Nick and Josh Andrews and Caesar, we have like an ongoing dialogue among the centers of like, yo, if you're in this position, what are you doing? So, because I mean, Nick Martin, he's another guy that's been in the NFL for 6-7 years and has a number of starts. So I feel like I can learn from him as well.
Hey, what are your thoughts about the Guardian campus?
I love him. I wore them in college too. My last year of college. So I know they might look funny. I mean, like mushroom tops, but I'm a fan personally. Anything that can reduce the number of hits to the head I have to take, I'm a fan of.
They cover the vents though.
They do. That's like the sole complaint that I have, but I'm not a complainer either. So it is what it is.
And it might not matter in Green Bay, but
yeah.
You think it.
Yeah. I can't complain about it. I'm a fan. Cool. Good. Appreciate it.
Thanks.